Hey you guys, welcome back to today's video. As you can tell by the title, today we are playing with the Shiseido makeup line. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know I absolutely love their two foundations. It's the Self-Refreshing and the Radiant Lifting. Those two foundations have quickly become my holy grail, but I haven't tried any of their other makeup products. So I thought today would be a really fun time to sit down with you guys and explore the rest of the Shiseido makeup line. So if you want to see what products I love and don't love, then keep on watching. So I had to throw on a quick little headband. I know it's kind of gross, but it is going to get washed today, so no judging. But first up, let's start with the primer. This is the Synchro Skin Soft Blurring Primer. I believe this is the only primer that they have. I didn't see any others, but blurring, I'm with it. Oh, very interesting. It's not what I thought. I thought it was going to be more of a gel consistency, but it came out more of like a cream moisturizer. It is lightweight. As you can see, it is running down my finger. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this. So right off the bat, I don't really notice any blurring effect on my pores. I tend to have really visible pores right here. So for foundation, because I already tried the other two foundations and I really love those, I wanted to pick up this one. This is their Future Solutions LX Total Radiance Foundation. And it is their full coverage foundation, and I guess it contains anti-aging skincare benefits in it, so that is a huge plus. It is their pricier foundation. It does retail for $92. I can't remember the pricing on all the products, but everything will be listed down in the description, as well as the other two foundations I love. Those I know are more reasonable. Those retail for $47, but this one, and this is what it looks like. I picked it up in the shade Neutral 2, and I also picked it up in Neutral 3 and Neutral 4 as well for when I'm tan. I think Neutral 3 is the better one though. Neutral 4 was a little dark, but I'm just gonna take a little bit of this on my beauty blender and start with that much and see kind of where we end up. Oh, okay. This is really full coverage. I don't have a tan on right now, by the way, so I am using the Neutral 2. Let's see how far this one blends out. So right off the bat, I think that my skin looks really pretty. The coverage is really pretty as well. It'll be interesting to see if it starts to oxidize any, but it looks like Neutral 2 is probably a good match for when I'm not tan, but we'll see. So overall, I think my skin looks really pretty. I love the finish. It doesn't feel cakey or heavy on the skin at all. It actually, it almost feels like I'm not wearing anything. So that much I really do like. Now onto concealer. This is their Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Concealer. This is in the shade 203 in light. And let's see, it does have kind of a doe foot applicator. And I'm just going to apply this to my under eye area. I will say right off the bat, I'm not a fan of this applicator. I kind of wish it was more of like a normal doe foot, but it'll do. And so now I'm gonna take this and blend it out. I have to say the concealer blends out beautifully. So with the concealer, I did like the fact that I could take my time with it. It doesn't dry down right away. It's a really, really pretty finish, and it did a good job at coverage. So that's a huge plus. And moving on to setting powder, I picked up the Synchro Skin Invisible Silk Loose Setting Powder, and it comes in two finishes, radiant and matte, and I picked it up in the radiant finish. So let's get to setting. And I actually like to set my whole face with powder just because I'm not oily, I have dry skin actually, but I just find that it just sets my makeup a lot better if I set my whole face in powder. So first impressions of the powder, I liked that it was a very fine powder. As I mentioned, I do have dry skin. My skin doesn't feel overly dried out or, you know, kind of stiff or anything like that. My skin actually feels really, really nice. And I do see a little bit of the radiant finish. I wouldn't say it gives you a super radiant finish, but it does give you a little bit of something, so that's nice. Now, Shiseido unfortunately doesn't have any bronzers, so I'm actually going to do my brows and bronzer off camera, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I am back, and just want to mention, I don't really like do my brows. I just have a couple of bald spots that I fill in, so that's what I did for my brows. And then my bronzer, I just used the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer because it's one of my favorites, and I will leave links to those in the description too, so that way you know like exact shades and everything if you're interested. But getting back to our Shiseido first impressions, one thing that I noticed with the makeup brand, they didn't really have any eyeshadow primers, which I was kind of surprised on, but I'm just going to use the P. Louise base. So today for eyes, we are going to be playing with the Pop Powder Gel Eyeshadows. And if you watched my makeup haul video, you would have seen I picked it up in 3 colors. This beautiful one is called Zoku Zoku Brown, Horo Horo Silk, which is like a champagne color. And then we have this super gorgeous green called Zawa Zawa Green. So one thing I do want to mention with these shadows is that all of them have a shimmer finish. I really wish that there were some mattes in the collection, but they are all a shimmer finish. So for today's look, I'm just gonna grab a matte brown shadow from my Soft Glam 2 palette. I'm gonna use the shade right here, Incense, which you can tell is very well loved by me. It's just a good everyday neutral brown. But for my lid color, I really want to dive into this green shade right here. So we'll see what we come up with. But first, I'm gonna take that matte brown shadow on my brush, and I'm just gonna apply this in the crease. I'm just gonna do a really easy look today. So I'm gonna apply this in my crease. And then for the lid, I'm going to take this green shade and I'm gonna apply it with my finger first. I wanna see how it applies, but so look how beautiful this shade is. So I'm gonna take that and I'm going to, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So to kind of go in and define the color a little bit more, I'm just gonna take a sponge brush and go in and fill in any missing spots. So I will mention that there is a little bit of fallout under here. I would say it's a very, very soft, buttery formula, which is a good thing, but just keep in mind that if you get a little bit too much, it does create some fallout. And with these shadows, you probably want to do your eyes first, just because it does stain a little bit. So if you get fallout, you're kind of like SOL. But overall, the pigmentation is really, really beautiful. I don't see any weird things like patchiness or anything like that. And then let me see, because they're all shimmer shades, it's kind of hard to use them all in this look, but I'm gonna try and take a little bit of this champagne shade and see if I can stick it in the inner corner, see if it does anything. Let me see. It gives a little something. It's not wowing by any means. I wouldn't really say it does anything as far as like a highlight goes, but they are really, really beautiful shades, and I really, really like the formula. It goes on like butter, and it's just so beautiful. I think the pigmentation is definitely there. So when I went shopping, they didn't have any of the eyeliners in stock. So for today's look, I'm just gonna use the one I use every day, which is from Essence. But Shiseido does have 2 mascaras, I believe. I already own one, which is the Controlled Chaos mascara, and I really, really love this product. So I'm gonna do my eyes and lashes off camera, and then I will be right back. All right, so I am back. I did liner, mascara, lashes, and I added a touch of highlight, but let's finish this look together. So moving on to lips, this is the Shiseido Lip Liner Ink Duo Crayon. And on one side it's got a primer, and then on the other it's got your lip liner. So, so on this side you have a white primer. So I'm gonna, I never really use lip primers because most of the time I just apply chapstick or Vaseline before I start my makeup anyway. But let's give this a shot. Right off the bat, I don't really like it. Let's see. It's not sticky, it's not greasy, so that's a good thing. It's okay. But let's move on to the more important side. That is the lip liner. And this is in the shade number 2 beige. It looks like this. It's so, so pretty. And I'll swatch a little bit. It is kind of more of a pinkier nude, but it's really, really pretty. So I will say this lip liner is so dry, like you can't even see it, like nothing. It is not coming on at all. Okay, I'm over it. So I'm not even gonna fight with this anymore. I can't get color out of it. It swatches nicely, but like when you go to apply it on your lips, like nothing shows up. So I don't know. Maybe the primer has something to do with it, but I didn't get primer on my lip line. I don't know. I'm gonna use one of my own lip liners that I love, and I'm just gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Foxy Brown. Okay, and then for lipstick, this is the Modern Matte lipstick in the shade Thigh High, which is number 504. It's this really, really pretty nude pink color. It is way more pink on than it looks. So this is the final lip look. I really, really like it. It looks a little bit more orange on camera than in person, but I think this lip combo would be so pretty in the fall. And for this lipstick being a matte formula, it really doesn't feel like one. It almost feels like a chapstick on the lips. It's a very soft, very smooth. It's kind of got that little bit of slip that a chapstick has. It doesn't feel drying at all. It just feels so good on the lips, and it really doesn't feel like you're wearing anything. So I really, really like the lipstick. But here is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think down in the description. But real quick, let's run through some of these products. The first one is the blurring primer. This one felt really nice on the skin. However, I didn't really notice any type of blurring when it came to my pores or any of my imperfections. So I would probably pass on this one. The foundation I really, really liked. I think my skin looks really, really beautiful. It looks very flawless. It's full coverage. It's not heavy. I really, really like this one. Now, it is $92, which is crazy expensive. So I will say this, I think you can get the same result from any of the other two foundations, the self-refreshing or the radiant lifting foundation. I feel like my skin looks the same when I use those. So I would say if you don't really want to spend $92, definitely go with one of the other two because I think you'll get the same result. You may have to build up your coverage a little bit, but you're not spending $92. But would I repurchase this? Honestly, probably. I'm just being honest because I really do like it and it does have the anti-aging ingredients in it. So yeah, I'd probably maybe repurchase this, but I would definitely repurchase those ones 4 or 5 times before I repurchase this one. So concealer, I absolutely love, love, love this product. I thought it did a really nice job at concealing the under eye area, and I do have a really brightly pigmented bluish green vein under one of my eyes. It's on this side and I don't even see it at all. I think my under eye area looks beautiful, so I would definitely pick this one up. The setting powder. I actually really like this setting powder. It doesn't give you the blurring effect that like the One Size Beauty one does, but this one just leaves your skin with such a beautiful, beautiful finish. And for somebody like me that has dry skin, I don't feel like my skin is dried out. It doesn't feel tight. It feels very, very soft. It looks nice, and I really, really like this one. And remember, this is the one that has the radiant finish. Maybe you'd have more of that drying finish with the matte version, but for radiant, I just think it's so, so beautiful and I love it. So I would pick this one up. So moving on to the eyeshadows, I really, really loved the formula. I thought that they applied beautifully, the pigmentations there. I just really, really liked these. The only thing that I was kind of bummed about was that they only came in this shimmery finish. I really wish that they had some mattes, but they do have about 15 shades. So if you're wanting a really fun shimmer or even something neutral, they definitely have something for everybody. I just wish they had some matte versions because I think it would be such a good formula, but not the end of the world. So if you're looking for a new, did I break it? You guys, oh my gosh, I literally just dropped this and it shattered. It literally freaking shattered. I just broke one of these shadows. So soft formula for sure. I would definitely say if you love a color, pick it up. But even though it's in a kind of hard case, it will break. So leave it to me to test that one out. But I'm thinking, oh my God, it like broke. I don't know if you can see this, but like it kind of lifted out of the pan. You can kind of see the edge of the shadow right there. But okay, well, careful with those. But moving on to mascara, this Controlled Chaos mascara is one of my favorites. I really, really like this one. I think Wayne Goss actually recommended this one, and that's how I ended up trying it, but I really like it. The only thing is it is $30, and I feel like a really good dupe for that mascara is the Essence I Love Extreme mascara. They're basically identical. The formulas are both bomb. So if you like luxury mascaras, definitely try that. I think you'll really, really like it. But if you are wanting something more affordable that's similar to that, I would say go with the Essence mascara. Lip liner. Do I even need to mention this? I didn't like it at all for obvious reasons because it did nothing. I thought the color was really pretty, but if it can't even apply to my lips, then it's a flop for me. So that was a big no. But the lipstick, and this one again was in the shade Thigh High. I really, really liked this formula. I really liked the lipstick as well. I will probably pick up a couple more of these in some other colors just to kind of test them out. The lipstick has been on my lips for a little bit now, and it doesn't feel dry at all. It feels so good on the lips. Because as somebody who has naturally very dry lips and a lot of lip lines, matte lipsticks are not generally your friend, but this one I really, really, really like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments if you have tried any of the Shiseido makeup products. I would love to know what you tried and how you liked it. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. It really helps out my channel. And if you are new, don't forget to subscribe before you head out. And make sure you guys go follow me over on Instagram and Like to Know It, because I post a ton of content over there. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.